So everyone remember why you slap the neck. Because if you push the neck, you will push opposite. So it's very hard. So what you want to do is you want to slap him, because then people get shocked, and then you can push him down to the height you want. It has to be in the same height as your belt, because anything higher, if I do a knee here and I don't connect, he will grab my leg, and now I have to go to the ground. So you want to push him all the way down here, so if he grabs your leg, it's not a problem. You can still maintain your balance. So from here, one, push, that's a strike to the neck. That's your first knee, snap elbow, push him down, and then you have your knee. The first one is just a shuffle to the chest, 2, shuffle to the groin, 3, knee to the chest. If he opens up his leg, knee to the groin or knee to the face. I don't care which one you do. It's whatever you want. Okay? So just do this, partner up, you push once, knee, snap, push down, knee. Just that one, and then we'll base everything off that move. Okay? So it's gonna come on again. Defense or in sparring, you're not supposed to do all of them. You only do a little bit of them, maybe 1 or 2, and then when you get your shots, you know how it is. You hit somebody, there's a reaction. You kick him in the face, you give him the knee, there's a reaction. This one is just a simple one where you do everything and then there's no response. It's pop, 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 finish. But in reality, you get 1 or 2, and then usually there's some kind of reaction after it. And then that's that. So now we're going to work the next one. Now the next one we're going to work is just this. Now after I push it here, and I do this, that. Now we're going to work what happens when somebody tries to rush you. That means I'm here, and I'm just going to try to bear hug this guy, or I'm going to try to do a takedown. We're not going to work the technicality of doing takedowns. We're just going to work the fact that somebody says, fuck all this range shit, and I just get him. So that's the one we're going to work with, okay? So it's someone who doesn't want to play kickboxing, he doesn't want to play your long range, and say, fuck the hell. He's going to run through, grab this guy, and then slam him into the floor or the wall, okay? So what we're going to work is this. You're going to be in your fighting stance, and he's going to rush into you. When he gets you, if he gets you on your hips, like here, you have 3 options. Number 1 is you do a sprawl. That means, like they do in MMA, you shoot your legs back like this, and then you're trying to keep your hips away from his torso. Because if he goes like this, you see my balance is this way, so I'm going to fall. So a technical thing is from MMA or BJJ is you want to sprawl your hips, like this. So technically, when he goes for it, you just throw your legs back. That's the normal one. The next one that's going to work is we're going to work it off the blueprint. So let's say he does not get my hips. You understand? There. So what you want to look at is when he changes his height, his elevation. If you don't react to his height change, you're going to go down. So when you go slow, you're going to go low, and you're going to intercept him with a shot pull. Okay? You get him here, and then when you get this one, you're just going to keep pushing. So you're going to slow. Okay, what I see? Okay, so he goes for the rush. When he rushes, you can hit him here. This is one shot that should work. As you meet this thing, you want to circle step. So you want to take your hand here, cup his neck. As you cup his neck, you're going to turn him around to take away the pressure. When the pressure swings, with the rest of the knee. So it's like a swing guard. He runs in, knee, turn, and you do the rest. So in blueprint, you just hit whatever's natural. Sometimes I can't even hit this, but I can definitely hit that. So again here, he changes height, catch him low. As you catch him low, it's important that you circle step, or else you're going to eat all the impact, all the pressure. So when he pushes you in, you don't want to get this close, because if you bend your arm, he will still get the bear hug, and now you're in deep shit. So you want to maintain your structure here, and then you want to turn him around. And now I'm doing this, but imagine push, you're going to just circle step him around. So you meet the impact, brace. So it's like you're doing that. But you do it from here. Okay? So it's important that if you hit him like this, you need to, after you dissipate the pressure, you get control, then you do whatever blueprint you like. So if he's high up, you just throw the knee, elbow. If not, knee, and then the head is there, just back fist the face, back fist the neck. I don't care. Okay? So, I'm breaking it down so everyone's on the same page, yeah? So remember, you need You need the kinetic transfer, kinetic energy. Right? All that stuff you see where they're doing throws, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because everything has to be physical. It has to be like, what do you call it? Physics. There has to be a real effect. So when you let somebody run into you, if I go like that, it's not going to work. He needs to actually give you pressure. Like I'm actually trying to, maybe not take you down, but I want my fingers to touch. That means you have to get really close. And then the moment you get that, now this looks a heck of a lot more better than when me and him are demoing it. Because he's not really trying to pull me down. But the moment you have the connection, now you can turn him and it almost looks like Aikido. You're just not putting him in a wrist lock. Okay? So now you have to choose, because this is like I like to teach stuff. Do you want to see how the guy who's going for the takedown can take the guy down? Or you want to see how the guy who's defending the takedown can counter the other guy who's going in?
The first one.
The first one? Man skal være hurtig. Fordi det er normalt, når jeg underviser, så vælger jeg. Og hvis det er det her, men vi skal igennem det hele. Så, Mark? Alright, so look. We're going to work it just off this one. We're just going to do it stationary first so everyone can see. So, we're going to start with a single leg takedown. So the single leg takedown mechanics is like this. You change low, but you want to step your foot at least right beside parallel to his front foot. If it's here, it's too far away. You want it to be here. Right? This is how close you want to go. So when you go low here, now what you want to do is you want to go down. So as you go down here, right? You want this knee, or sorry, you want to start so you stop here. So when you drop down on your knee, it's right here, in between his leg. Okay? What you want to do now is when you go here is you want to hug this leg around your body. And you want to clasp his heel. Okay? Just like that. What you want to do now is you want to drive with your legs forward so his legs straightens out. When his legs straightens out, you want to keep continuing, taking him down to the ground like this. No? So you're here, think up high, go low, there, you see? So notice I'm trying to push my chest to the hip. So I hug this so he cannot pull his leg back. I grab here so he cannot pull his foot back. And now my forward momentum is going to straighten his leg. There. When that's straight, there's only one left. It's for him to go down. When you go down, you just hold it here, right? See my legs in between? Now you go up, and now you can continue. Single leg takedown. Take high, go low. Catch it. Make sure your leg penetrates past his heel. Grab his top leg, grab his heel. Not here, because he can replace. Right there. Then push, do it slowly so his leg goes straight. When you go straight, you just slam your upper body down. There. You get him there, let go. Get up to him, and then stop. Okay?
Yep.
Good. So, think of it this way, right? Let's go back 15, 18 years back. As a self-defense person, the worst opponent in Denmark you could meet was a boxer. Why? Because boxers have 5 techniques. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook, overhand. Those are the 5 techniques they do. And they do hardcore sparring, like 12 rounds times, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 minutes. Those are the only 5 techniques they do. And they spar all the time. Right? The next worst opponent you can have is the Thai boxer. Why? Same 5 techniques, but now he has elbows, he has knees, and he has kicks, and he does clinch. Same thing as boxers, they spar hardcore all the time. They kick, not the heavy bag, but they replace all the crap and then they put sand. So the kickings of the shin is just insane. So those are the worst ones you could because they did hardcore sparring. Only like the older generation taekwondo people, they could maybe have a chance, but in reality those are the 2 worst ones you have because they only do hardcore contact. Right? Now, let's go 18 years forward. Now you have MMA, mixed martial arts. Now, mixed martial arts is not like what it was in the early 2000s, like, it's something you saw in the States. Now it's mainstream. So now you have a lot of people who do MMA. I'm not saying you're going to fight an MMA fighter, but since MMA is so modern, now you have a cousin, or they watch the TV, they watch the tournaments, they play the computer games. People know more about grappling. So now the issue of somebody actually taking you to the ground is way higher than it was 15 years ago. Because now everyone knows what mixed martial art is. You're supposed to have a Mass Brunel here? Yeah, that's MMA. So now the likelihood of you getting taken to the ground is even bigger. So I'm not saying you guys will do it, but somebody else might do it. Some young kid, right? So when you do the setup, no, you don't do this. It's a setup. What you do is you would usually jab him in the face. That's one way. But you know how it is, right? I don't jab him, then go for the takedown. I jab him to get respect. Because respect breeds, pain breeds respect. So when I hit him there, now it stings. And now you have two options you can do. You can do a fake and a feint. Now, a feint is what Taekwondo people do. They always do that. That's a feint. That means you only do the initial beginning of your technique. There. That's the feint. A feint is you do half the technique. When you do half the technique, it feels like it's coming closer. The feint is only the beginning. There, and then people jump back. But when you fake, you're doing half the technique to sell the product. When I've hit him once, bam! Now there's pain. So when I twitch or I fake, he's going to react. Now I go down to the takedown. You see? That's how you can potentially set it up. So you need respect. You need to hit him first. When you hit him there, now every time you do that, he's going to go back. Now I go to the takedown. That's how you would set it up. Okay? Everyone on the same board? Okay, now we'll work this one. Now let's say I go down and I do my single leg takedown. But this guy, he bases out. No, but give him a little base. So here, so notice, go back to normal. So the first one was, I just get his leg, the normal fighting stance. But now he widens his leg. Now I cannot do it. Now I have to switch to C-lap. When I switch, I'm going to take this leg and we're going to swing around like this. You see this? So I swing there, face this one, and I grab his thigh and I throw him this way down. When I throw him down, now it gets worse. I'm going to hook his leg here and I'm going to push my knee right there. And there's the effect. He's wearing shin guards, but you're crushing shin against shin. It's super nasty. Okay? So again, can I borrow you? So I go here, right? There. Oh, sorry. There. I don't get it. He gives me a wide base. I swing my back leg around so my inner knee grabs around his side. There. Throw this over. He falls. Switch around. There's the pain. If I do this, you break it off. Right? Now you can hit the balls. Oh, you want to see the other?
See what you're doing with your leg.
Oh, okay. So just check it out. So look, you go down here. There. He gives me, he takes out, he gives wide legs. Now I cannot take them. I look around. I hook it. Grab here. Throw. See?
Okay. Pushing with your other.
Go around. The people go, oh. So when you do it, Mark, can I borrow? When you do it slowly, because you need, it's an awkward move to do. Go down, boom here. There. So you go here. You're just holding the leg, and then all you do is slow. See? Up, compress. It gives you any kind of problem with the balls. Okay? Do that one slowly. I'll come help you. Remember, when you do the last part, do it very slowly, because your partner will go, and then there's kids, okay? There. You hit with sit. Just showing it so when you're the one going for that one, you have this part to work with if you want to play. So now I still do this. Down, I go this. Now I can't get it. Sometimes this is wrong. So all you do now is now you put it here. Instead of here, put it there. I use my leg. Back up again. You have him here, right? You do this. Here's the one, you're here, see? And then you're pulling. But now, it doesn't work, whatever. You just put it right here. See? Then now you use your shin. Relax. Still maintain your grip here. There. And then there. Okay? So it's the same thing, but you land wrong, so you just put your leg right beside, and now you're doing this. You went here, swing around, put it right beside, and then that's your takedown. But you're still holding the leg. So it's the leg, not your arm, that's doing the takedown. He falls down, then there's your lock. Okay? Try that, just 5 times each. Nice. Okay, so in context, let's put this together. I'm only showing you this, so when you're the one going for the takedown, and you have the guy doing the blueprint, his job is to do this, yes? Now, if you fuck up, and he gets the bear hug, he goes to the single leg, boom, down. The single leg doesn't work, you go to your left sweep, and he goes down. So both sides have something to work with. You understand? Alright, now we get to the good stuff. So Mark? Okay, number 1, he runs in. Get the blueprint, I turn him around. Now, I do this, and then when I give him the knee, he grabs my knee. This one leg, because we have this one. So, when you get this one, notice I have him low. I don't have it up like this, because I don't have any chance. I have him here, I give the knee, he grabs it. When he grabs the knee, all you're going to do is, before he affects your hips, you're going to pull this back, and then you give him one knee just to say thank you. And then you do the rest of your blueprint. From the beginning, just here, boom, you turn around, you do this, well, he grabs it, stand it back, one knee, and then continue with your blueprint. Just that, that's the first one. Same thing, hip, turn around, do the sequence, he grabs it, pull it back, one knee back to say thank you, and then continue one more time. Yes. Good, 5 times each.